Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I'm MysteriousJG. Judith's in sandals. I need to find her something else. She looks ridiculous. I don't know why it bothers me that she's in sandals, but it does. You know, she's in this crazy fantasy adventure. She should be wearing probably ridiculous heeled boots. I mean, they would also be ridiculous, but in a different way from the sandals. Anyway, she's going to explain some things that we should know about Baal, who is clearly a fucking demon, but is also apparently our airship.
Like what?
Baal can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces.
Oh, jeez. Are we going to get like a second airship before this is over?
So you won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
What the fuck? How would he be able to land on water, dipshit?
I mean, how would he be able to? How would he be able?
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
Well, I mean, he could probably just drop the boat off, but...
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
Huh. Who knew?
He has incredibly low body fat. You can't tell because you've never seen...
You can't tell because you've never seen another member of his species, but Paul is ripped.
That's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baal will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baal's horn to call him to you.
I'm not touching Baul's horn. He can take care of that himself. And if you guys have an arrangement where you touch his horn, that's entirely between you guys.
Vowels. That's all there is to it?
All we gotta do is jerk him off.
Every Intellicaea has a special region in its brain.
The pleasure
It can
center.
be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
Huh. So we can get a hold of him by using that.
You just grab his horn and yank, and he'll do whatever we say.
Right.
It's a technique Judith's been using for centuries. Okay, we move him, we call him by pushing it in, rotate the camera. Land, toggle, oh god. We can start and pause skits. Oh, I guess there would be skits while we're airborne. I guess calling Baal by pressing the L trigger is the one that I would be most likely to forget and get frustrated about, so I just really need to try to remember that. And we'll probably immediately have a skit if I know this game. Oh, it's kind of a neat view, though. Immediate skit.
Judith, you're familiar with Pharoah, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I've
Is he
been a
really
fan
as
of his
scary
music
as
for
he
years.
seems?
Well, let's see. Sometimes he's logical, sometimes he's emotional. He can be really scary or really kind.
Alright, that didn't help very much.
One thing's certain, his power's extraordinary, even among the Intellicaea.
So no fuck with him.
Here's hoping we don't wind up looking like poor old Mount Temsa the moment we meet him.
If he can do that to a mountain, there wouldn't be anything left if he turned on us.
I wish you wouldn't joke about scary things like that.
Why should we get scared before we even get there? Especially if he's that strong.
Wish I could take it as lightly as you and Yuri.
Yep. Alright, sorry I wasn't paying that much attention. I'm reading the, Oh. Okay, so I'm looking at the different places we want to go. There's a whole bunch of... Alright, talk to everyone, watch the scene. In the middle of the desert is a spiky rock thingy. Go there. Afterwards, go to Aspio. Okay. The spiky rock thingy would be, That looks like it might be a treasure chest. Nope. Oh yeah, it is. Enemies thought you were gonna fight me. You suck. Okay, so there's a spiky rock thing in the desert. There's also a treasure chest. Let's do that first. So this seems like we're going straight to Pharoah. Are we about to trigger a bunch of plot stuff? I thought we'd actually get to do a little exploring first, but no, and Dracula the Dork is listing all sorts of exploration stuff, but said to do this first, and I always listen to Draggy the Dork. How could we have missed this thing? It's monstrous. It's taking up half the damn desert. So this is where Pharoah is.
Should be.
Should be. I wasn't able to see him when he came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him. I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us? I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter. Carol, are you okay? Your pants look kind of wet. No, I'm not okay. I should go. Pharoah sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think? Don't you think? They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery, and then Pharoah came.
Why'd he turn it into this rocky desert?
I don't know that much. Yeah, no kidding.
Estelle, are you really going to meet him? Even though you could be killed. Yes, I've already made my peace with this decision.
Rita, you've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judith's story on the ship. Is your heart now turned between these two lady loves? Do you have a problem with meeting Pharoah?
I just think it'll be hard on her to hear what he has to say. But it's too late to turn back now. It's too late, baby. We've come this far, after all.
Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't jumped into this.
I never imagined you'd be able to speak with the Entelekea.
Well, I use a Critian technique to do it. Wait, do I detect a little jealousy?
What are you, like, half
maybe.
Critian, half
Right,
Beta
Repeat?
Zed?
Yuri, you want to talk to Repeat?
I think the two of you understand each other well enough already.
I got him pretty well figured out, but I don't know if he understands me.
I'm not sure if he knows I killed his dad.
I think he feels the same way.
So we could return to the field map, but... yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm supposed to be here.
He doesn't seem to be here. Maybe he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Now he's out shopping.
Pharoah, you are here, aren't you?
I was taking a nap.
Insipid poison, you appear before me at last.
Anyway, what's up? How you guys doing?
So you are here. Is that how you greet all your guests, Pharaoh? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me?
Gotta hand it to you, kid. That took some balls.
Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
Uh-huh.
You talk pretty big, don't you?
Yuri, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait!
He's like, yeah, you know, as long as we don't have to light a bunch of candles to get a secret mission, I'm sure I could take your ass out. I've beaten Entelekea before.
Estelle!
Cast curing magic on him now!
Pharaoh, please hear what I have to say.
Plastics.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
You don't have a mouth, you have a beak.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am.
Oh, cool. Let me punish you with the thing you fear the most then. Kills her.
Velius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny.
You're destined to die in my hands?
I have to know just what that destiny is.
To die.
I understand that I am a threat to the Entelekea, but you said that I am a poison to this world.
Oh yeah, you're made out of, like, Hermes, Blasius. Like, your eyes are actually two Hermes Blasius.
What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon?
Well, that's you.
If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die.
Well, yeah, and even if you don't think so, you're still gonna die, so...
But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die.
No, I don't think you do.
Please tell me. I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land, sheltered by the blessing of an air criner.
Then I, a giant fire-breathing turkey monster, was presented as somehow being a cool design.
So there was an air crane here.
This place used to be the Louisiana Cato's after
But
all.
what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, the answer lies with the poison brought by the child of the full moon.
Sounds like Zaz. I think Kerrigan should show up and kill this guy.
Huh?
The power of the child of the full moon stimulates the air crane more than any Blastia.
Huh?
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula.
Rizomato or otherwise. Rizomato.
So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any Blastia,
It means that she is Cave Mock.
she must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy.
I'm so jealous.
Judith was searching for Blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air.
Oh, so she's an air hog. She's casting all these healing spells, but she's totally wasting more air than everyone else would use to do the same work.
Which causes the air crane to become more active and pump out more air than they should.
So, is this like a natural cycle that will actually set itself, or it doesn't? I don't understand at what point you cast magic using a Blastia, you consume air, and then the air crane make more air, and she's sucking up too much air, so the air crane are pumping out more air, which is bad. So they're overcompensating. Doesn't that mean that she needs to be using more until she does more than the? It's like, yeah, it seems like there should be an answer to this that involves using more power. Yes, that's right. I'm advocating for the villains who are probably building like super evil weapons that suck up air and saying, oh no, they're doing it so that the world won't be destroyed by too much air from the air crane.
I had hoped my hypothesis would have been wrong.
But Estelle is in fact the evil that is to curse the world.
Then I...
Need to die?
No, just stop casting magic spells and you'll be fine.
It is as she has said.
But you know, if you can quit cold turkey, which I can help you with, being a giant turkey monster, you should be alright.
With each use of her power, the child of the full moon uses far more air than the Blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered.
Well then fix it, Mr. Antilochea.
For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
Yeah, like the NWO, gotcha.
So you just wipe it out then? Little quick to judge, aren't you, Pharaoh?
Pardon me, but as an Antilochea, I like all-seeing, so I know that you've killed a whole bunch of people.
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause. To do nothing would be unparalleled folly.
Stupider than buying Alaska from the Russians.
If the problem's with Estelle, then
See
it's
what's
for us
falling,
to
folks?
solve.
Yeah. I'll kill her. You can just stay up there, Pharaoh. I wouldn't want to put you out.
You have no place in our affairs.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
Besides, I live on planet Earth, and she's going to destroy the planet. Or planet... whatever the hell this planet's called.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
Well, no, but it'll be a step in the right direction. That's what I'm saying.
It would at least eliminate one problem.
So Yuri is from that school of thought, and you know, man, I encountered this. I used to have an office temp job where I just really didn't have very much to do all day, and I spent a lot of time during the day, and this was during like the late 90s, early 2000s, so the message board thing really has exploded since that time. I guess it was probably during the 2000s. Like people would talk on message boards and just really come across just how dumb people are. You would propose, like people would be talking about a political solution to a problem. I don't want to get into the details of politics, but somebody would immediately come out and start pointing out 3 or 4 problems that it didn't solve. And you could not get people to recognize the fact that, hey, this guy's proposing a solution to a problem. It's not creating more problems. There are related problems it doesn't solve. That's not a reason not to do it. So Yuri is like an internet commentator who just like commenter who just shows up and tears down other people's ideas. It's like, that doesn't fix every problem in the world, so I'm not gonna do it.
Pharaoh, at Heliord I stopped myself. And again at Dawngrest I stopped you.
Kicked your ass. Psychically.
What I thought was a Blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way.
Can the rest of these people leave for a while so we can like talk this out? Because you and I we're bros. I mean, we're buddies. We can work this through.
I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
Yeah, it's because you're not paying attention.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are.
Oh, see, Pharaoh's a nice guy.
As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me.
Good point.
Enough. This power will bring only ruin.
Yeah, you know, Pharaoh really shouldn't be that happy with them. I still don't understand how her healing power kills the Entelekea, but...
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her.
Dumb bitch.
Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful.
Yes she can, because I'm doing it right now.
She is not like a Blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
No, my eyesight's going. She looks like a Blastia from up here.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Oh, now he's doing it. It's like, okay, well, you found one good thing, but it doesn't fix all problems.
Listen, Pharaoh, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind.
Except Estelle's, of course.
Why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
Dun, dun, dun.
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
Wasn't it like 2 or 3 videos ago that Yuri was all like, Don Whitehorse's death has taught me that you must be tough and remove the cancerous part to save the rest. You know, I will be mildly impressed if he thinks back and like acknowledges that he was thinking that earlier now. But if they just ignore it, I will be annoyed.
I don't buy that for a second.
I'm annoyed. That is exactly what you were saying yourself, Yuri.
What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
Maybe sometime down the road he'll recognize that this is exactly what he's been doing. I guess that's kind of the big lesson that Yuri is supposed to be learning, but yeah, they're making it pretty obvious. It makes him just look stupid for not seeing it at this point.
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive.
I can count 12.
Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
You're like gnats, except that one of you is capable of destroying the world.
Pharaoh, please listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct?
Oh, you got a proposal?
We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Like an air machine?
Judith.
What the hell are you talking about?
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit,
I'll kill her myself.
I will kill her as promised.
Yeah, there you go.
You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm here too.
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
Yeah, just putting the pressure on Carol. Carol, I hereby make you responsible for saving Estelle's life and preventing me from becoming a murderer and saving the world.
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Well, score 1 for Judith.
Yuri's like bemused.
So that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem and bringing on the apocalypse, then it's up to us to make things right.
No, that doesn't work for me at all. What the
If we
hell?
give it all we've got and still blow it, then you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you are still as before.
I see that your boobs have gotten even larger.
Have I?
Actually, it's not that her boobs are unnaturally large, it's just that she doesn't have a frame to support them. They appear to be wider than her hips. And her shoulders.
That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
Yep. I'm out. Later.
Wait! If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
Not listening.
It's those who have inherited the sins of the past. If any of you can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
But I'm not going to tell you who they are or where to find them. Bye.
He's gone.
Thanks for everything, Yuri.
What about the other two who actually did save you, sort of?
Judith, you too.
No problem. But hey,
What?
I want to kill you, not Judith.
it's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
It's just that it looks like you and I are on the way towards being romantic partners at the end of this game, and I'd rather die.
I don't want to hear that again.
I don't want my wife working. You go make me my sandwich. Go make me a drink.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again either. Why couldn't Repeat offer up a solution? I mean, he should be able to talk to Pharoah, right? And
Man,
a scene.
I was really worried there for a while.
We were pretty lucky that bruiser was in a mood for conversation.
Dirk Baroja.
Poor Raven's heart can't handle that sort of stuff anymore.
I used to be able to fight Pharaohs all day long, but
If he really wanted to kill Estelle, he'd have attacked us immediately. And that's what I can't figure out.
why doesn't he murder Stell?
I imagine Pharaoh was conflicted as well. He hid himself from us in the desert to see just what we were made of.
If he wanted to see what we were made of, he could have attacked us and splattered it all over the rocks.
Huh. Maybe he wasn't as bad as we thought after all.
He's a giant, ridiculous-looking chicken monster.
You might be right.
We should have more respect for the giant, ridiculous-looking chicken monster.
I get the feeling he'd do whatever's necessary when push comes to shove.
It's trying to come up with a cockfighting allegory. It's just not coming.
That sounds like you.
And also that thing he said about cutting off the piece to save the whole, that sounds like literally what Yuri was saying a couple of videos ago.
Maybe.
But what are we gonna do, Yuri? You heard what he said.
Something about air crane.
We're going to fix the problems the air's causing, and that's all.
That's easier said than done. We're pretty much at square one, you know.
Square one.
There's no doubt that the formulas are related somehow to the air getting used up.
The Rizomata formula?
We need to find out about the ancient Blastia, and if they went berserk or not. If we had that kind of information, it might give us a clue.
Ask those who have inherited the sins of the past about the days of old.
Got nothing.
Or at least that's what Pharaoh said. The Kritia were the ones to invent the Blastia.
Oh, okay. So Judith has more information she's not sharing.
In other words, we need to ask a Kritian who is still familiar with the old stories.
Me, I never bothered with any of that crap.
Yeah, the Kritia are often credited as the inventors of the Blastia.
I just said that.
There isn't much left of the Critian city of Timza, though. Things might be different if we had somewhere else to look.
The hidden city of Miorzo.
Miorzo? Or Miyamino?
It is far older than Timza, and the birthplace of the Kritia.
So it looks kind of like a... well, never mind.
The first Blastia also originated there.
Really? Well, what do you know? You wouldn't happen to know where this Miorzo might be, would you, darling?
I'm gonna kick you right in the nuts.
I've heard that name somewhere.
Darlin?
There was a Critian in Ospio. I'm sure they mentioned something about it.
Do you think that person might still be there?
Well, there's no harm in checking it out.
Could be. A lot of harm, actually.
Judith, are you coming with us?
I should. We still have the issue of the guild to straighten out.
Not to mention the fact that you promised Pharaoh that you would murder Estelle if you guys can't figure out another solution.
So, to Ospio then.
And there'll be a scene, probably. Yep.
All right. On today's menu, we have a rice omelet.
Wow, this looks great. You drew a face on it in ketchup. This is Repeat's face, isn't it?
Mine is Repeat facing to the left.
Mine's a golem? Wow, you even got all the details right.
You're really talented, Carol.
So are they good? I spiced it up by adding some... Huh? Why aren't you eating?
They're so beautiful.
That's so cute. I don't want to ruin it by eating it. I wanted to save him.
Come on, eat up! Don't stare, eat it already! I worked really hard!
What the fuck's wrong with you, Carol? Alright, so what does Dracky the Dork want me to do now, and do I have enough time to do it in this video? Because, yeah, like one sentence, go to this place, turned into, like, 20 minutes worth of scenes. And I think at this point I really don't have time to do anything before the video ends, because I've got 5 minutes, and anything I do is potentially going to turn into a really long sequence. So, but what I am meant to do next is... Oh, well, go to Ospio, but you can also uncover the map along the way if you want. Well, let's... Shit, let's do that. Let's see what we haven't already seen in the world map. Certainly, this thing's a lot faster than Tokunaga and just the boat. Okay, let's see if there's any cool hidden shit. Or just color in this ends of the map. See, it looks like there's all sorts of cool stuff over here that we didn't see in it. There's certainly hidden treasures. Oh fuck, we might be in way over our heads here. Rock tortoise. This thing's got as many hit points left as the both bosses. Might be able to get in a couple of fatal strikes, though. Or not. Oh, nice weapon of stealth. There was a scene.
Oh, my heart.
Whoa, whoa, are you okay, old man?
My heart.
It's just the sound of money gets this old heart racing. Stop that jingling, would you, Carol?
Huh?
He's got spurs that jiggle, jiggle,
Alright,
jiggle.
whatever.
I can't believe how much gold we have!
I bet
Oh.
it would feel great to spend all this gold at once.
No
Like
way!
one
We
depraved
still need
sex
to save lots
act.
more.
Ah, sounds like you've got plans for the future, kid. Saving for a hideout for brave Vesperia?
No, I wasn't thinking of that. It's just that saving lots of money feels good, you know?
You know what they call that, kid? Penny pinching. That's what.
There's no use hoarding your money for later. You gotta spend it all at once. Go wild.
No, that's even worse. You kids have got no sense of moderation.
All right, old man, then what do you think we should do with it?
Spend it all on
Just
one depraved
invest
sex
it in
act.
Old Raven. My secret guild knowledge will give you back 100 times as much.
Pass.
Wah, wah, wah. I need to get back to the damn boat. Pick me up, you big giant monster thing. Thank you. That could have gone pretty bad, actually. And yet I continue to tempt fate. I'm not seeing any villages or anything. I'm not sure what purpose this place serves. There's more treasure that I didn't bother with. Pharaoh's words,
All that
truer
stuff
words were
about
never
the
spoken.
balance of the world is pretty hard to take in.
Yep, especially when
I
you're
hadn't even
dumb.
been outside the capital until just a while ago myself. And now we're here talking about the fate of the world. You never know what life will bring you.
But isn't that what makes it interesting?
I don't think we can afford to be that relaxed anymore. Estelle doesn't have much time left.
No, don't worry, I'm not gonna murder her until
It's
later.
not as if acting all serious is gonna solve anything.
Besides, Estelle will notice if we look all worried.
Well, maybe so, but
We won't forget what Pharoah said. Relax.
I know, it's just...
Relax, warrior.
Estelle's got it the worst. If we get too down about this, we won't be much help to her.
If we get depressed, we'll find it difficult to murder her when the time comes. I think that's Nordopolic, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we're supposed to be going to Aspio, which was... ah, shit, if I can remember. Wasn't on the continent with Nordopolica, though, that's for sure. So... it was... just trying to find any landmarks, really, that I'll recognize. Wow. What city is that? Oh, that's the capital. So, yeah, it actually is around here somewhere. Aspio ought to be... come up here and through here. Yeah, here it is. Alrighty. So, we're going to wrap this video up by going through our synopsis. The Dragon on the Mountain we've read, so we've got 3 synopses items to read, and then we can call it a video. And it'll be another recording session for me for probably another week or so. Heading for the summit.
Members of the hunting blades who had come to Mount Temsa in search of monsters were attacked today by a lone female assailant. The situation was prevented from getting too far out of hand by the intervention of brave Vesperia.
Wait, really? Thought we attacked too.
The area was once said to be inhabited by the Critia, but is now nothing more than an abandoned ruin. The guild is proceeding to the mountain summit, following Judith's footsteps.
The unidentified by a lone female assailant. Then they mentioned Judith by name. Okay. The mountain used as by the Blastia destroying Dragon Rider was found atop Mount Temsa this afternoon, when the guild witnessed the creature undergo a transformation. The dragon Baal appeared quite tame in the presence of Judith. Brave Vesperia plans on making use of the dragon's flight to breach the desert mountains and meet with Pharoah, the bird lord of Kagor.
Brave Vesperia encountered Pharoah today in the mountains of the sands of Kagor. According to Pharoah, Princess Estelisa's existence creates an imbalance in the world's supply of air. The phenomenon sounds similar to that described by Judith in regards to the world's Blastia. Learning that the answers they seek may lie in the town of Mihozo, the guild plans to visit a Critian researcher in Aspio to inquire of the city's whereabouts. So we're at 90 in the chronology. I mean, we've got 90 story items. This is a long freaking game. Meanwhile, I've used over 250,000 gold. We've viewed almost half the skits, so jeez. We're still not even closing in on the end of this game. Max number of hits is only 28, which I think is actually really not that impressive. Fatal strike hit rate 1%. Well, that's about right. Taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Tales of Draspy? I don't even know what that means. 95% usage of Yuri, 89. How can I have 89% use of Estelise? Oh, this is not you controlling them. This is them actually being in your party. Yeah, Repeat's doing better than Raven. Anyway. So next time, we'll be going into Aspio and continuing the story. But a little bit of playing around in Aspio, I believe, is going to open up side quest stuff. So the next video may or may not be side quest heavy. Hard to say.
But I'm MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll join me next time for more of Tales of Vesperia. Bye-bye for now.